There is nothing worse than being in a meeting on a Monday morning and hearing one of your colleagues give a diabolical, jargon-filled corporate speech that zaps all the life out of you in 2.5 seconds. I find it crazy that the world that we live in teaches us so much useless things, but it never teaches us how to develop and use our voice, how to improve our communication skills, and how to become a more articulate person. As someone who used to work 3+ years in a corporate environment, I always took it upon myself to make sure that I developed my voice and especially my communication skills. To make sure I didn't just sound like another robotic idiot and my voice actually commanded attention and respect. And the 4 tips that I'm about to share with you are the same tips that I presented to my previous company in an all hands meeting. Yes, at the tender age of 23, this guy right here gave a mini masterclass on how to improve your speech. So I would like to think that I know what I'm saying. And the first thing that I want to share with you is the simple tip of pronouncing your words clearly. If you want to become a mumble rapper, there's a whole niche out there for that. But when you're speaking to people, please try to pronounce your words clearly. And a simple tip on how to do this is by simply over exaggerating the mouth movement. You can try to speak like this, and you can a lot of the times pronounce words clearly. But if you really want to make sure, then you can move your lips and force yourself to pronounce the words clearly. It makes a big difference. But when I really think about it, when I really observe people and I think, why are they not pronouncing? Why are they mumbling? It all ties back to one principle. You see, becoming a better speaker becomes so easy once you have this mindset shift. And that mindset shift comes from understanding the most important thing about speaking, which is the principle that when you speak, it's not about just getting your words out. Mm-mm-mm. When you speak, it's all about painting a picture in the other person's head. If you're telling a story, if you're explaining a scenario, a situation, whatever that may be, the better you can get at painting a picture with the words, the better speaker you become. A lot of people, they just want to just get their words out and think, oh, I've done my bit, I just got my words out. Mm-mm. You need to use your words wisely. Moving on to the second thing, which is stop saying filler words. When you speak, it shouldn't be like uh you talk a little bit and then in the middle when there's gaps, you do this. Just embrace the silence. It's a hard thing to do because it feels awkward, but embracing that silence is so much better than you just filling those gaps with empty words like but. When you're able to pause, embrace the silence, even if you're speaking to someone in a conversation, you demand so much more respect. By there being a silence and empty space, you give the other person space to process and think. A lot of people have this misconception, which is that they think that if they stop completely, first of all, it's going to be awkward. Secondly, people are going to interrupt you. That isn't true. Because when you stop and embrace the silence, you show that other person that you're thinking about what to say and you're confident in what you say, which actually leads to less interruptions. Moving on to the third thing, I was literally just doing it now by mistake. And I end up doing it all the time because I'm a human. I'm still changing the way I speak and developing it. When I tend to speak in real life, it's easier, but when I get on camera, I just make all these mistakes. But that's cool because I'm a human. I'm still learning. And that thing is slowing the fuck down. 99% of the people, more like 100% of the people, have a habit of just speaking quickly. They want to just say everything they need to say and like just get their words out, and they don't actually realize that the person who's listening is so disengaging because you're speaking so fast. But like I said before, it all comes back to that single principle. Your words should be used to paint a picture in the other person's head. The purpose of you speaking is not just to get your words out as fast as possible and then boom, put my hands up, I've done my bit. No. There's times when you need to speed up and there's times when you need to slow down. However, for pretty much every single person out there, what you really need to do is slow down. Moving on to the next thing, which is don't be monotone. If I spoke like this the whole time and I was telling, an exciting story about how I, I achieved a lot in like 1 hour, there was a lot of hardships. It's not very engaging, is it? Because, like I said before, the whole purpose of you speaking is to paint a picture, and your tone can actually be used to raise or decrease. What's the opposite of raise? I don't know. Raise or decrease emotions. If you're talking about something that is enthusiasm, then you can raise your voice. But if you want to make the other person really take your words in, if you want to make them think and slow down, you lower your voice and you speak slower. So, those are the 4 tips. I don't want to make this super long. If you found this useful, then let me know. But yeah, like I said, even for me, even though I know this stuff, I still make mistakes. Like right now, it's 5:30 in the evening, I'm tired. In the morning, my speech is usually better, but I'd much rather make this video now instead of when I'm at my best because I don't think that perfectly reflects how I speak. Because in the morning, my brain is fresh, my energy is high, and I'm able to speak much easier. But as the day goes along, my ability hinders. Thank you for watching. Go apply these, and hopefully, you lose your corporate voice. Peace.